someone reached out to me originally about the blockchain art exchange.
Oh yeah,
I
so yeah,
was
tell me a little bit
blown.
about how you came to crypto art in general.
This is how I came to it. Someone reached out to me. I can't even remember the person's name, through Instagram,
Yeah,
and asked me if I'd be wanting to show some of my art on the blockchain art exchange. The funny thing is this is literally 1 month maybe after I had first really gotten into crypto. I was offered bitcoins. I was offered. I don't even like thinking about it. I was offered a lot of bitcoins years ago, and I turned it down
oh god.
because I didn't know what they were,
Yeah,
and it would have been a house today. Even though if you're watching the market today, it's going.
yeah, kind
Today
of.
is kind of today was kind of stressful for me. I woke up and saw my wallet way low, and I'm just like, oh dear God. But yeah, I just discovered crypto a little over a month ago, and it's definitely to the point where it's driving my girlfriend nuts. Um,
That's usually how it starts,
it's
right? Yeah.
yeah, and so I just discovered like NFTs, the non-fungible tokens, and when it was your blockchain art exchange that like really opened my eyes to the whole scene and made me realize this is the future of where art's going. This
Yeah.
is it. It's the same way I look at when I talk to people about currency. I tell them, hey, the dollars you're spending, yeah, dollars are great, euros are great. I wish I had more of them, obviously, like anyone does. But if I had a choice, I'd rather have Bitcoin. I'd rather have Ethereum, and because I think that is where everything's headed. It will all be crypto one day.
Yeah.
And the same thing with my artwork, even though I'm a newspaper cartoonist, the newspaper comic section has been shrinking drastically over the years. And it's a space that, even though it's the newspaper art space is shrinking drastically, it's digitally opening up whole new, entire new genres.
Yeah.
Um, I think, I'm not sure if you guys did you do the interview with Dim Izam, or Dim, the guy from Bulltardia? Was that you who
Mm.
in, which is like a crypto blog magazine? And his comic has 10 million Satoshis hidden inside the comic. He has clues to get the keys hidden in it. And it's a genius idea. My girlfriend and I have been trying to figure it out. I'm pretty positive that I have 6 keys out of the 12 so far. But back
Yeah.
to what we're saying, like as I'm talking to you, I'm sitting here and there's alerts for like Ethereum and basic action token and all these things like flying down on my
You
screen.
gotta
I'm just
stop looking at it and just kind of take it as it comes. That's what I've learned
yeah,
after the years, because otherwise it'll
yeah.
drive you mental. It moves so quickly. It's insane, and then you panic, and then the worst thing you can do is try and catch a falling safe. So going back to the cartoons, you can't see it, but I've got a few on the screen now. What tell me about like what your
Um, there's newspapers from Colorado, San Francisco, Orlando. I've had my stuff published. Oh, gee, I've internationally published in papers, magazines. Like I said, I did some stuff for Vice a long time ago, and there was a website from San Francisco called Fecal Face. And if you go online, I think the old site is still up where you can still flip through all the art. And I was so bummed when that guy shut the site down. It was one of the best art sites that there ever was. But just really throughout the same time, this was the same time that I was using my cartoons to get your. I work for VOLCOM, Volcomics. They put out. The funny thing about Volcom is I didn't even try. I had a friend, my friend Shauna. She took my comic and entered it into this Volcom cartoon contest that I didn't even want to enter, because I didn't like. I'm my harshest critic. Most of my work, when I see it, I'm just like, I could do better. Push it aside and try to start something new. I could do better. And she took one of my pieces and entered it. I ended up winning. And because of it, I got placed in their first issue of VOLCOmics and then was able to work with them.
Yeah.
Um, it's it's really taken to where I focus on now is I submit comics to the New Yorker on a semi regular basis. I still have never been published by the New Yorker. I know it's going to happen one day. I know it. Uh, 5 years ago, I met with Robert Mankoff, who was the old, which is hands down my favorite city on earth is New York, and that's a lot of my focus. Like my comics, I have a comic strip called Norman,
Yeah.
and my comic strip Norman is the one I'm working on getting syndicated, and it's kind of based loosely on my life. Like the characters are based on people I knew, and so on. I just take daily happenings and turn them into comics and turn them into jokes, and I don't know. I have a weird sense of humor, and I enjoy drawing things that I know will make people laugh, or sometimes I'll even get semi-political with it. The only time that I really did was after the Charlie Hebdo attacks,
Yeah.
where they killed the cartoonists. I was so pissed off that I did a comic. I did a big an anti-ISIS comic, and I tried to enter it into no newspaper would touch it. I sent it to Charlie Hebdo. They wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
It's on the blockchain art exchange. People can go look at it right now.
Yeah.
And I had family members tell me, "Don't put it out there. Don't put it out there." And I say, you know what? No, I am so anti-censorship. I think that anyone should be able to have a voice, no matter how stupid their voice might be. You know, I might not agree with it, but I still think they should be able to put it out there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I view my comics. Like, finally, I had a gallery show that cartoon, and they had to have all kinds of like security specifics. Like, they sent me warnings and stuff. But I don't know. I'm just cartooning is